Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TheOlympusSky for another crazy episode. Up front, I would like to tell you, I might make some mistakes here and there, but because this video is pretty hard to do, remember this is unscripted and I will not edit a video. I'm just against that, basically. But yeah, so let's talk about the Aristarchus Crater. I'm pretty new to this thing. A lot of people are saying, yeah, well, it's a power plant and this and that, and I have no idea why people think that. The only reason is because it's a little bit brighter, which yeah, it is suspicious, but there's a lot more stuff going on. I would like to analyze this area, and I might go into a subject that is highly speculative at the end of the video, or make a separate video. But I'm pretty sure it's not really speculation. But you know, it's a crazy idea. Let's face it, the entire world has been built by crazy people. Accepted. Which one shall I take? Where shall we start? So basically, yeah, well, people think that it is a power plant here. See, we're on the original layer. This image is from NASA. The images I will be using here, I will not be linking it directly to the website where I got it from. But this one's from NASA, and the rest is amateur astronomer footage. And I will in this video also find out that amateur footage is a lot better than what NASA is giving. His name is Dominique. Dierick, and all credits to him, basically. I had no way of contacting him, asking if I could use the image, but you know, I'm going to take the risk. I don't care. You have to see this, and I think he did a wonderful job at you know, taking images of the moon. Now let's jump into this one, because this is the one from NASA, which is one of the best images of the moon from them. In my opinion, you see a lot of stuff going on, like when you look through an amateur telescope, you see the kind of greenish hue here. It almost looks like a lake and everything, which is really cool to look at. But let's jump into it, because you have here the Aristarchus Crater. And I will not like, I'll probably put something like not a power plant or power plant in the title, so that people who are looking for this, that they can find my video, because I wasn't able to find anything decent about this. And you know, one person says, hey, look, it's a power plant, and then everyone on the internet goes behind it and says, yeah, look at it, it's a power plant and this and that. So the entire website opened up just about this, look, it's a power plant, this and that. And you know, I was looking at it and I was pretty sure that is not the case. At least in my opinion. But we will get into this. Basically, what we will be looking at is not only just the crater itself, because it is definitely intriguing, but the surrounding areas here. Now, when we will look at this area here, you can see kind of a square, like a rectangular block here with a different color. I mean, look, there are filters going on, that's fine, but you know, the fact that there is a different color there, so filter or not, it does appear to have a different color than the rest of the moon. So something is definitely going on there. Let's grab a look on another image, so you can see the rest of the image is fine here. This is the amateur footage. You can see it's kind of squared off here, and it has a different color. Also, it seems to appear to elevate. Let me make another layer here. Oops. And let's call that brush, and I'll brush it out for you. And you know, I don't think I have to do that on every single image. If you want it, you can do it yourself. And let me change everything here. Always messing around, you know. And 2 pixels. Alright, that's fine. So I mean, if you look at it, it goes like this. And you can like literally square it off, where it's kind of has a different thing going on there. And you can also see that this kind of area here, it is elevated. It's like it's going up. You can see this by this line here, and then you can see a shadow here, whatever it is. But this is definitely higher up, this line. And same goes for this. A lot of debris here, it seems to go like slope up, which is interesting, because it doesn't look a lot like some kind of mountain area, whatever you like to call it. So first off, let's look at the crater. And I will agree that it is different when you look at the moon, and if this is a crater, and well, I remember like a conversation between Buzz Aldrin and Armstrong. They were talking about this feature, why it is so lighting up. Now let me zoom out. You can see that is clearly it is sticking out. When you look at other craters, they generally don't do that. I mean, you look, you kind of, okay. This thing, it's kind of very interesting. They were talking about it's catching the light from the Earth, which I understand. If you think about a mirror inside a telescope, a parabolic mirror, what it basically does is it kind of catches light here, and then kind of focuses it here. So definitely, you know, I can understand that the crater, because it's kind of shaped like this, it kind of catches more light. But why is it not happening to other craters? If you know what I'm talking about, this is what interests scientists as well, and you know, they came up basically with that. But it's not happening on other craters, so it is very interesting. Couple of more images here. This is from the Clementine mission, 1994. And well, basically it was a military satellite thing. They made 1.5 million pictures. They released about only 100,000. The rest like disappeared magically. Get used to it. They still haven't been released, which is a darn shame. Let's grab. Let's see. This one I got from the website. If you look for Aristarchus Crater, powerplant on Google, you'll find this one on the website, and you can find you know, more pictures. So when you look at this one, let's deactivate this. So people actually think that the center here is protruding out. This is actually due to the angle and everything, but this line is actually going down, and you got kind of the center here. It's definitely not like coming out, like going into the air. Let's go jump in, and you will see that whenever we look at Aristarchus, it always changes. You can definitely see that it has a ridge. So this is the NASA image, and it's a crater that is actually sticking out of the ground. So that's for sure. And then it's kind of hollow in the center. Let's go to the next one. This is the amateur footage. Really nice detail, a lot more than NASA. So hello guys. Could you please work on yourself, because this is hilarious. Not really, but you know what I'm talking about here. Another amateur footage. You can see it's protruding out. It's kind of, I would say, just a bit higher than any other crater. I mean, it is comparable to this one when you look at the ridges. Now, let's go to Google. Now, first of all, just hold on, just 1 second here. I would like to talk about a really important feature here that seems to disappear. This is the NASA image, so I hope you can remember that one. Basically, the second one is the main image. Got a brush layer here. Let's grab it. This feature here, it is like a very clear feature. If this disappears, then this should disappear as well, and this as well. This is definitely pretty sizable, wouldn't you say? So, NASA, what the hell? Where the hell is that thing? It's gone. Let's go to none. We have the ridge here, amateur footage. We have the ridge here in 1994 Clementine picture, which looks absolutely horrible. But this feature here is undeniably in there, and it's just too big. A camera must pick it up. But yet, the official NASA image here, which I will link in the description, don't worry, I will link this one. Where is it? It's gone. So, I've actually tried to look at this very critically. I have seen some manipulation marks here and there. Excuse me, there's a bit of nose problems, as always. And, let's see. No, I don't remember where this picture came from. Just going over it, see again, you can see this this feature here. And now when we go to this image here, you can see now that it's just a regular crater. You can actually see, let's come back, a lot of switching I know, is look how interesting this ridge is. Look how interesting. You can see all those details. There's some kind of hollowed out region here and everything. And then you go back here. For one, that the kind of thing we were talking about, that kind of circular feature thing, isn't anywhere to be seen here. Well, look at this. Look, NASA. This is just not right. I mean, maybe this entire image is hoaxed. I have no idea what is going on, but there's definitely something going on. Let's go back to Google. Let's grab another one. Wikipedia, whatever. You can see this is just a different ridge. This is just something else. Let's go back to this one. Let's grab a look here. Let's look for the features. So I still can't find it. Let's grab. I haven't checked these images out myself as well. All right, official image here. Finally, we can see it here. Interesting, but it all looks so flat. And once we'll get into this, you will see something very amazing. And you know, let's jump into this. So we got this. Like I told you in the beginning of the video, this isn't really the easiest thing to present here. Basically, what I found there is some kind of city next to it, and you can see it's boxed off. Now, I think this one's really clear. Alright, let's just go for this one. Duplicate layer. Forgive me for, you know, it looks a bit rubbish and everything. That's just the way it is. But you can see it in the original image as well. So let's go with this layer. I'll draw it out for you, and as always, make your own conclusions. But look at it. Something interesting feature in the middle. And we look closer here. I think these pixels are definitely in there. We'll go like this. A kind of interesting line here. There seems to be a dot here, a dot here, a dot here, and you can see that it looks very interesting. Could this be some kind of, I don't know, like a little small leftover building from I don't know what time period, but it looks very interesting. Now when you look at this, you can see clearly that it's elevated, that this whole brown piece here, it is elevated. So there are so many questions. Like I told you, I don't know what's up with this color. And even if they use, like, of course they're using filters, but you know what I'm trying to tell you here. Even if you have a filter, you just turn on some sunglasses on, look at something, and you will clearly distinguish that something has a different color intensity, no matter what goggles or things you will put on your head. So it is interesting. No idea what's going on there. You can clearly see that the ridge here is more defined than on the NASA image. Let's go back to the NASA image. This one's pretty hardcore, but when we look here, there's absolutely no village whatsoever, no square rectangular thing. I cannot find that really important feature. Now you might say, look, I agree, this layer is a bit too wild, too crazy. I just don't see it. So where's that really important feature? That is the question. You can literally see, look how elevated it is. It almost seems like giving a look at it. It's almost, it's bizarre. When you look at this, it's weird. Let's see if we can grab this and, you know, turn it around a bit. Just for the perspective here. You can see this really annoying, I don't know if you can see it. There's really annoying artifacts. So I mean, look at it. See, it almost looks like there's some kind of wall around this crater. You can see it sticking out. In this picture, it actually almost looks like a cylinder of some sort, but I'm pretty sure it's not. But on the other hand, I mean, just again, I'll draw it out for you. You know, it's destroyed. We're on the moon. It doesn't have to be like completely fit and smooth. But if I draw this line here, you can see I just simply followed the debris here, and it is surrounded by some kind of squarish thing, and it's bizarre that nobody actually looked at this and just at the crater itself, but not even at the surrounding areas. So if this is an anomaly, I don't know what's up with my speech here, but if this is an anomaly, my key rule is, if something is suspicious, look at the surrounding area. So let's say that this anomaly was destroyed, and there must be some kind of stuff around it. And when you go just a bit further, you have a higher chance that something has survived there, and that's kind of the key of when you're looking at anomalies. So there's also another interesting feature here. I wasn't able to confirm it. I'm not entirely sure, but if I'll draw it out for you, it's you can see this, but that is absolutely not 100%. You can see it like in the original image as well, but I'm not entirely sure if it's an artifact or not. Keep it real now. But it is very interesting. I also remember that a new crater was formed right in this area. It was a weird object and almost looked like it shot something off. Don't really want to get into it, but it was the same area. That's just sheer speculation. So, should I go into the next subject or not? Just let me look at different images here. You know, let's. I don't like this image because when you zoom out, you can see that this is kind of focused on making like an overall image. It has absolutely no focus on the area here. And I will zoom out here. You will see that it's kind of has a better focus to it. So in other images you wouldn't be able to see this kind of village. Neither here, I'm guessing, but you know, look at it. See, it's kind of try to make a picture of the entire moon. Nevertheless, it's NASA. I mean, we're giving them lots of money, and it's just unsatisfactory. And you know, I'll go into this, and so this part here will be just some speculation here and there. Just think whatever you like to think. I think there's a lot more going on the moon than we think, basically. Particularly, you know the lines here. Alright, wait, I have prepared this. Just give me a moment here. Let me look. Like I told you, it's all unscripted. I can make some mistakes here and there. And let me zoom out. Might actually flip this image here. You can see this kind of ridge here. It is elevated, and it is going down here. This thing, whatever this line is, that line is elevated. You can see here by the ridge, it's a bit more clear. There is an elevation here, and then it's kind of darker here. So this is on a higher level. I mean, on a lower level. And it could be like even a lower level, because we now will enhance it for you. We will grab a look here. Let me duplicate this layer. Maybe the other one. Let me check out. This one is a bit crazy, but I think I'll start with this one. It is a pretty long video. There's a lot of stuff going on here, so forgive me for that. Alright. Particularly this NASA image here, I wasn't able to confirm what we are going to check out here. Just in this image particularly. And let me just enhance it. I know it looks a bit rubbish, but all we want is basically the main lines are the ones we can trust the most. And just a bit, you know, bring it a bit up there. So what we are looking at is, when you look at it, you look at the pattern of the debris here, as you have this crater, and it's a mysterious shiny crater. By the way, I think this is kind of the village we're talking about, with some kind of S shape in it, but I'm unable to find the feature we were talking about. How to approach this? So there's some stuff here. This debris is like going like this. Let me remove the line. And this is kind of overflow, but you can see that there is some debris going like this. They're going back here. They're going back here. A very interesting line, so to say. But what is even more interesting is we will go up. Not only do we have some kind of 90-degree angle here, but it looks very definitive. But I mean, there are a lot of pixels here. See how... Now let me remove the lines again. Can you see this? It's pretty crazy. And I think that there's a lot more going on here. So let's look at this ridge just for perspective. Definitely higher up. Then you got this black area here. It is lower. So it's darker. We can see some stuff popping out here. And it's probably protruding out of the wall here. And then if we will look at this weird strange area with these kind of lines here. I mean, hell, what program creates this? Look at it. It's going here, and then kind of connects here, I don't know, to this, you know, what I said here, to this area, not sure. But then we got this line here, and it is very weird. Now let me remove the lines here, so it's all connected to this weird line here. And let me find another thing here. I think it was on the other layer here. Let me do this quickly. Very vague, cannot trust this. But you can see there is some stuff going on. I have no idea how to explain this. And it almost seems like a 90-degree angle. Hold on, let me grab the other image. Pretty big video, I know. This was the amateur footage. And here again, you are able to see this kind of line here. Kind of goes like this, you know, and then see it kind of makes a 90-degree angle. And it goes to these flat surfaces sticking out here. Very interesting. I mean, when you look at an image like enhanced wise here, it looks so much, there's so much more to see here. It is really cool to look at. I think, let me see, just for perspective, we'll grab the original image. You can see that this is higher up. This is definitely like a line sticking out of the ground. I'm sorry to say, if you don't believe it, or you think that's one of these marks here, one of those crater marks. No, this line is actually sticking out. And I haven't checked this out properly myself. You can see here, this weird rock we were talking about. The kind of interesting shapes here. This is kind of, let me zoom out just a bit here. See, this kind of the really interesting area here. Now let's look at it. You got it as well here. You got the sort of the 90-degree angle here as well. And you got some interesting lines here as well. Let's see, you can see it in the original image, vaguely here. So, make your own conclusions, that's what I'm always trying to tell you. And I will share these enhanced images on my Google+. So you'll be able to look at this for yourself, which is very interesting. Let's see. So my point eventually is, it's a bit darker here. But it's actually, it has more depth and height to it than we think. It's pretty far away and it's hard to maybe just see the details here. But if you are an amateur astronomer, I mean, you gotta admit, this is really interesting. Shall we give it a try? I'm sure we can pull out the details here as well. Just a bit of sharpening here. So, do you now see that this is an elevated part? This is not flat. This is definitely not flat. You can see it. I think this, I mean, this is really interesting. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not sure. I'm probably forgetting 500,000 things as well. But you know, this is what I want to talk about. And who knows what that thing is. But this area here is what it's all about. Look at it. It's definitely sticking out of the ground. And I've shown you the original one as well many times here. I had to do that. And it's all by perspective. Like I told you, it looks really flat now. It's not flat. There's actually a lot of detail here. Well, not in the NASA version, of course. But it is a really nice picture, honestly. Because I was able to confirm it here in the amateur video. And definitely let me think. Let me know what you think. I'm still, you know, I'm really mind boggled. I'm constantly thinking instead of focusing on the video. Really interesting dome shape here, by the way. I think. Where did it go? Anyways, I think I'll cut it here. Hope you liked the video. And just think. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily a power plant. But it is very, very suspicious, especially since it's like here. What if this was some kind of city there, and then I don't know, they were trying to bombard it, I guess. Maybe this was some kind of tank to store water. There are so many million reasons how something could form, why it's located, here it is located, where it's located, why, and whatever. Just you know, think about it. definitely take your time and look at this image. I've been spending several evenings just checking out this image. Yeah, see, we got another interesting video. By the way, this is another interesting crater as well. See, you got these lines here, and it's like, and then it has some kind of ridge, and then another hole here. So I really noticed that. Look at it. This crater is also interesting, but not much to it. I remember, I think there was one more thing I wanted to show you on the NASA image. I think when you look at this, I think let me find the region here quickly. Why does it left control work to zoom out? Come on, Adobe. Fix Photoshop. There's some interesting stuff here. Some kind of really interesting line here. I think there's actually something here. I could just see it just by how messed up this whole region is. And let me grab here. Let's grab a look here. No, I'll just end the video here. I'll just let you look, so to say. So I hope I changed your perspective. I mean, it's not all that flat. It's not flat. I'm sorry. And no matter what high resolution image you give me, I can just show you, look, it's not flat. And people are seeing this through the amateur telescopes as well. It almost seems like you look through the surface. But I think what you're looking through is like kind of through the shadow, through the dark area there, and then you can kind of vaguely see the things here at the bottom. You can see again here, 100% higher up, and this is lower. So it's weird, and this is very controversial. It might be very hard for you to understand. I understand that if you're new to this, or you know you're an average guy, so to say, you're not really interested in this, then you might think this is all rubbish because you've seen on Discovery Channel, on Google Earth, how the moon looks like. And just let me show you for fun while it's open. I'm actually working on this series. I'll show you this image, by the way. I'll throw this image on Google Plus. It is disappearing on the internet. This is an image by from Sirius. You can see, I mean, this is just a piece of cardboard laid down on that star. And if you look up Sirius, it is from a mythological standpoint a really big important thing. One of the biggest things in our history, basically. And someone, you can see that this is just a piece of cardboard. They just slapped it on, placed the image here on the scanner with this piece of cardboard in front of it. And it's just weird. And all the connection, you can say Illuminati, this and that. They like that star as well, I'm pretty sure of it. You can actually find that documentation for free online without any hassle. You don't have to like drink blood out of a skull or some kind of ritual. You can find stuff on the internet. You can see it's not that clear because I don't have it in Photoshop, but it's like kind of waves like pushing against this star, and this is huge. And then you can see it's being affected by something from the outside. So I thought, I'm gonna put this on Google Plus, so please download this image so that at least I'm not the only guy having this image on his computer. You can see it's suspicious, and it's another thing. Geez, what was I going to show here? Let's go to the moon. And completely rubbish. So billions spent, so many probes on the moon and everything, and you can't see a darn thing. So this means that if you buy a really cheap telescope, you can actually literally see more than what you're seeing here. Now this is, it looks cool, really interesting. I think this was Tiger, right? I had something going on here as well. Very and kind of the thing here, it looks like a bit like a city, but it's actually always aligned to the north. I was actually measuring it out, but I'm still thinking, and it's still work in progress. But there's so much stuff. I mean, guys, come on, get inspired, start doing this for yourself. Really cool. So you can type in Tiger. You can, look for it for yourself. Here's another one. It looks crazy, but all I have to do is like rule out the pixels here, and they're all aligned to the north, which is weird. I need to find a couple that are not aligned to the north, so like something that looks like a like pixelation, basically something like this, an area, and that is not aligned to the north. That would mean that it hasn't, that this is not a creation of processes. So you know, those kind of things you always got to confirm. Like you can see here, got a lot of stuff, things going open. Really, my commentary is really confusing. I understand that, but I hope I was clear enough, at least, and hope you will look at this for yourself. By the way, now I think I'll talk about that in the next video. I have a bit of nose problems here, that's why I'm focusing on my nose. Here's kind of the triangular stuff we saw in one of my earlier videos about the amateur footage platform building thing. Very interesting. You see, definitely there's some kind of natural formation, but these two lines here are very, very interesting. So that's cool, and I'll link you up to this image, and check out my Google Plus for the enhanced versions. I'll share as much as possible. As always, thank you very much. Credits to the person that has shot this image, and the other images will be in the description. If you have any problems, mister, and you're watching this video, please contact me. If you want to make me delete the video, that's fine. But that says something about YouTube, buddy. Alright. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know this was really confusing, and it's really, really hard to present. And, you know, that's just the way it is. I hope I made my point clear. Definitely the main thing here. This is very, very mysterious. There are a lot of mysterious stuff going on there. And I hope, you know, that you will look at the moon from a different perspective as well. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, you know. So, again, have a nice day. And can't wait till it's weekend. I got a couple of more videos going on because I mean the protest is coming up. And yeah, I'll be covering it. I'm still not sure if I should like grab the big camera or not, because my cameraman basically ditched me. I can't find anyone else that will film for me, so might have to do ghetto style with the phone, I guess, or maybe borrow a handy cam from someone. Those are kind of things. But alright, you know, there will be new people on the channel as well. There will be people handing out flyers that will mention my channel. Just go, you know, to my channel and check it out and start thinking for yourself. As you can see, in the end, an amateur image has a lot more value than NASA's image. Although the image that they gave us wasn't that bad, honestly. So again, thank you so much for listening, and see you in the next video.